Hello everyone, in this video I will show you all the Ekko mechanics you will ever need. I have looked for videos on this topic from other creators, but I wasn't really satisfied with the things that they showed. It was mostly useless combos that you never use in game, and none of the videos showed the actual fast combo that you should always try to use. Instead they showed stuff like going through the W with your R to proc it, but in all the Ekko games I've played so far I've not once used this mechanic on purpose. And the only time I've actually even noticed that it's in the game is in situations like these. Alright, so let's first talk about the by far most important mechanic of Ekko that is always overlooked by bad players, the passive. You should always look to proc your passive and then use the movement speed to kite away from the enemy until your abilities go off cooldown. The exception to this is of course when you can kill the enemy by staying on them or when you're chasing them. The passive allows you to trade really aggressively with anyone that can't hard CC you right away. Another very important thing is to always use your W when you want to go for trades. It doesn't matter if you stun someone, you need the shield to win the trade. So the basic trading pattern for Ekko should be placing the W to engage onto an enemy and then run away with your passive movement speed. Another relatively unknown thing before we get into the combos I want to highlight is the Q return. You should always look to hit your Q return on the enemies to maximize your damage. And a lot of people don't realize how broken the hitbox is. Here's a clip of one of my games where you will see what I mean. You're able to hit these kind of Q returns so often, you just have to make sure to stick to the enemies close enough. The very first basic combo is the EQ auto attack combo, which you saw me using in the clip before. Most Ekko players should know this by now, but you can cast your Q while you're Eing forward. This allows for much faster combos to proc your passive. You should find yourself always using this as long as you're in range to hit your Q from the position where you started dashing. The next very useful combo is the EW combo. It's basically the same as the EQ combo, except now you will cast the W somewhere. This is very useful when you're chasing someone, because you won't waste time standing still for the cast animation of the W. You should also look to cast your W in fights this way, if possible, since it makes you harder to hit. Okay, so now let's get into the really fast combo. I never see Ekko players doing it for some reason, but this is what will really push your Ekko mechanics to the next level if you're able to consistently do it. It's basically the EQ combo, but now you also add the Rocketbelt, as well as a quick auto attack to proc the passive. This way you deal the most amount of damage possible and can kite away from the enemies right away. Most players are used to Ekko's jumping on them with the EQ combo, but when you also add the Rocketbelt to proc the passive right away, a lot of players are caught off guard and won't react with defensive abilities in time. You might think the Rocketbelt damage doesn't hit because it looks like all the bullets are flying behind the dummy, but trust me, the damage counts. Also, as you can see in game, it won't look like this because the enemies won't be stationary. Alright, so these are basically all the Ekko mechanics you will ever need. I will also upload a guide on jungle clearing and gank pathing and engage angles in the next few days, so stay tuned for that. If you're interested in seeing how I play with all the stuff that I explained, you should consider subscribing, because I will also upload a gameplay video soon where I play versus a high CC comp and was still able to carry my team. Also, I've played my account into D2 and will be looking to climb to Master in the next few days, so maybe you can catch me live on Twitch at twitch.tv/ekkoliner. And with that, I wish you a great day, my fellow Ekko enjoyers.